I am Dr. Nancy Berriman, and I recently retired in May of 2013 after having taught human resource management at Wichita State University for 33 years. For most of those years, I've been very involved with the WSU student chapter of the Society for Human Resource Management. I thought it might be helpful to put together this brief history of the WSU SHRM chapter. I gave this presentation to the WSU SHRM chapter in September of 2012 and am updating it in August of 2013. In order to talk about the WSU student chapter, I thought it would be helpful to put this in the context of the national organization. We weren't always HR. In the beginning, we were personnel. In 1935, Dr. Dale Yoder founded the Industrial Relations Center at the University of Minnesota, and along with Dr. Herbert Heinemann, became extremely influential in the fledgling field of personnel. He authored an article in 1946 which argued that industrial relations men should be given professional status. In its June 1948 issue, Personnel Journal announced a contest for the best description of a personnel association. Dale Yoder became known as the father of personnel administration, and ASPA, the American Society for Personnel Administration, was founded in 1948. After its founding in 1948, the American Society for Personnel Administration began to evolve. I found it impossible to find the logo for ASPA, but was able to find a picture of a coffee cup with a logo on it. Part of the search for the body of knowledge that encompassed HR resulted in a series of books that outlined the information needed in each of the content areas of personnel. These were called the ASPA Handbooks of Personnel and Industrial Relations, and I've shown you the cover of one of those developed for training and development. Dale Yoder and Herb Heinemann, familiar names by now, were the editors of that series of books. Now that we have some of the background, let's move on to the WSU student chapter. The student chapter of ASPA was founded in 1972. The chapter was started with the encouragement of the downtown chapter of ASPA. At that time, there was no major in the personnel area within the School of Business, nor were there many personnel-related courses. Dr. John Belt was instrumental in helping found the student chapter and was the faculty advisor for many years. The WSU student chapter was the 10th chapter chartered by ASPA that is still currently active, and the 15th chapter overall. In the national competition for Outstanding Student, a student from Wichita State University has won 7 times, a record. In addition, a member of the WSU chapter has won the Outstanding Master's Thesis Award. The picture in this slide was taken in 1974 at the ASPA National Convention in Minneapolis. Dr. John Belt is on the back row, far right. Nancy Mason and Jerry Parrott are seated on the front row. Jerry is the one in the beard. This is the list of the 7 students from Wichita State University who have received the National Outstanding Student Award from either ASPA or SHRM. In addition, it lists the 1988 winner of the Outstanding Thesis Award. WSU SHRM is important to me, at least partially, because of my long history with the organization. I was in the MBA program when the undergraduate major was started. I was the first outstanding student from WSU. Dr. John Belt, the chapter advisor at that time, encouraged me to get my PhD and suggested the University of Minnesota. In 1980, he recruited me back to Wichita State. In the fall of 2013, the HR area at WSU will be joined by Dr. David Yoon, a graduate of the University of Minnesota. Over the years, the WSU chapter of SHRM has maintained a strong relationship with the Wichita chapter. We now have 2 scholarships totally dedicated to students majoring in HR. We now have 3 full-time faculty. We have worked hard to receive a Superior Merit or Merit Award in all but 3 of our years of existence. And recently, our HR curriculum was again recognized as being aligned with SHRM's guidelines. This recognition means that the content of our undergraduate program is in alignment with what SHRM has identified as being important content for HRM majors. It is important for your professional career to maintain a relationship with SHRM. Your involvement in the WSU chapter is the first step in that professional career. In addition, I would like to announce that a committee of WSU HR alums from across the decades has been formed to be the founding members of a Wichita State University HR Alumni Association.